First, the highlights. Legacy Health Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency cautions residents on excessive use, abuse of local herbal concoctions. Federal government set to unveil housing data center in December. On the front, in United States Senate passes deal aimed at ending government shutdown. And in sports, Super Eagles camp opened in Morocco ahead crucial 2026 World Cup playoffs. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Legacy Health Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, HIFAMA, has cautioned residents against the indiscriminate consumption of local herbal mixtures, warning that excessive or unprescribed use poses serious health risks. Permanent Secretary of HIFAMA, Abiola Idowu, issued the warning during a sensitization campaign and town hall meeting held in Shomolu local government area, which is part of the agency's effort to promote safe healthcare delivery across the state. Speaking at the event, Idowu, who was represented by HIFAMA's head of research and statistics, Olunire Olorunfemi, expressed concern over the increasing reliance on unregulated herbal concoctions, noting that many of them contain unknown or unsafe substances that could harm vital organs when taken excessively and without caution. It always stressed that any medication, whether herbal or orthodox, must be taken with professional guidance and in the right dosage to avoid long-term health complications. She urged Lagosians to always seek medical attention from approved and accredited healthcare facilities, explaining that such facilities are periodically monitored and certified by HIFAMA to ensure compliance with established safety and quality standards. Lagos State government has emphasized the central role of public-private partnerships in advancing sustainable investments within Africa's blue economy. Special advisor to the Governor on Public-Private Partnerships, Bukola Odoe, highlighted Lagos State's innovative approach to environmental management through waste management concessions with the Jospong group of companies, which processes over 5,000 metric tons of solid waste daily. According to her, the initiative not only reduces environmental impacts but also produces recyclable materials and compost that strengthen the agricultural value chain, demonstrating how strategic partnerships can convert waste into economic value. The special advisor also noted that the state is exploring biogas generation from liquid waste to power the BRT system, a move that reflects the state's broader vision of transforming existing resources into cleaner, sustainable energy solutions. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has rolled out a comprehensive set of measures aimed at cleaning up operations and improving passenger experience across major terminals. It rolled out these plans in a document titled Position Document on Measures to Address Corrupt Practices and Enhance Passenger Experience at MMIA and GAT, which was signed by the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo. The framework developed after an emergency high-level meeting involving FAN's managing director, Olubunmi Kuku, and other heads of agencies working within the airport, outlines Operation Air Clean, an initiative designed to eliminate corrupt practices, enhance transparency, and improve airport operations, particularly at Murtala Mohammed International Airport and the General Aviation Terminal in Lagos. Among the measures proposed is the dissolution of joint inspection tables by security agencies to be replaced with intelligence-driven passenger screening, individual profiling, and camera-based monitoring. It also states that the Department of State Services and Immigration Service will now share counters to ease passenger flow, while customs officers will relocate to aviation security screening points for money declaration purposes. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has announced plans to make the long-awaited National Housing Data Center, NHDC, fully operational by December. Chairman of the Technical Committee of the National Housing Data Program, Taufik Olatinwu, said the NHDC will operate as a federated system, allowing states, ministries, departments, and agencies to feed data at regular intervals into a unified national platform. He said the move is aimed at transforming Nigeria's housing and real estate policy landscape through credible, evidence-based data. Led by the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, the initiative unites public and private stakeholders to standardize housing data, monitor deficit reduction efforts, and guide policy and investment decisions. Olatimo added that the approach aims to ensure both state-level disaggregation and national coordination, enabling the government to identify housing gaps, affordability trends, and emerging urban partners. The NHDC project is supported by a joint committee comprising representatives from leading housing and finance institutions, including the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Nigeria Mortgage Refinance Company, National Bureau of Statistics, National Population Commission, Central Bank of Nigeria, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Federal Housing Authority, among others. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has saluted President Bola Tinubu for once again proving why he remains the most credible defender of Nigeria's democracy. The Lagos APC, in a statement signed by its spokesman, Sheye Oladejo, while referring to the Anambra gubernatorial election, says President Tinubu has elevated his democratic credentials to a level the opposition can neither match nor comprehend by maintaining absolute neutrality, encouraging transparency, and refusing to interfere. The parties also commends the new leadership of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for what it described as a bold, refreshing, and promising new dawn. In some foreign news, a deal aimed at ending the United States government shutdown has passed the Senate, paving the way for the record-breaking impasse to be broken after 40 days of deadlock. The vote is a procedural first step towards passing a compromise to fund the government since it ran out of money on the 1st of October. It will need to clear several more hurdles, including a vote from the House of Representatives. The current shutdown is the longest on record in the U.S. Many government services have been suspended since October, and around 1.4 million federal employees are on unpaid leave or working without pay. The shutdown also has wide-ranging impacts on a variety of services, including U.S. air travel and food benefits for 41 million low-income Americans. And then in sports news, Super Eagles camp has officially opened in Rabat, Morocco, with the arrival of 10 players as Nigeria begins final preparations for its crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup CAF playoffs. The team's media officer, Promise Efonge, said the early arrivals include the trio of Calvin Bassey, Alex Iwobi, and Samuel Chukwueze, as well as Tolu Arokodare and Olakunle Olusegun. This signals the start of a decisive week in Nigeria's campaign to return to the world's biggest football stage. The Super Eagles will face Gabon in the first playoff match on Thursday. A win will send them into the African playoff final against either Cameroon or the Democratic Republic of Congo on November 16, also in the Moroccan capital. That was our news at noon. Just before we go, do not back at or near a road crossing. You can follow us and like on our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration completed and inaugurated Ikoyi network of roads? McDonald Roads, Lateef Jakande Roads, Milverton Road, and Thompson Avenue in Ikoyi, Etiosa local government. You can get more details. It's on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Health Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, HIFAMA, has cautioned residents against the indiscriminate consumption of local herbal mixtures, warning that excessive or unprescribed use poses serious health risks. The federal government has announced plans to make the long-awaited National Housing Data Center fully operational by December. And we also told you that a deal aimed at ending the United States government shutdown has passed the Senate, paving the way for the record-breaking impasse to be broken after 40 days of deadlock. And in sports, Super Eagles camp has officially opened in Rabat, Morocco, with the arrival of 10 players as Nigeria begins final preparations for its crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup CAF playoffs. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbalagun. Thank you, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.